viral Korean oil cleansers and foam cleansers, which are worth the hype and which one is suited for you. Hey dolls, I'm Cherise and I review makeup and skincare products and I go beyond the marketing hype. My reviews are based on my personal experience. I really try out the products for a few days so you have a general idea how products perform before purchasing them. And in today's video, we'll be diving into popular Korean oil cleansers and foam cleansers. I'll be testing them out to find out which ones remove oil-based and waterproof makeup the fastest. I'll also be using my skin microscope so we can see which one of them cleans more effectively. Plus, I'll use my UV camera to check which is most effective at removing sunscreen and use my digital water oil moisture tester to see which cleanser keeps my skin hydrated versus which one strips moisture away. This is actually the 5th in my video series, so make sure you also check my previous ones about Korean toners, essences, serums, and sunscreens. So let's start with oil cleanser and balm. Among this 3 oil cleanser and 1 balm, I find that the Anua in the Skin 1004 to have the lightest consistency, which I really love for everyday oil cleansing, especially on days that I just wear sunscreen and light makeup. Between the two, I find the Skin 1004 to be the fastest at removing makeup, even waterproof mascara. But the Anua is better in removing my oil-based foundation. When it comes to removing sebaceous filaments, especially on my nose, I find that the Skin 1004 is the most effective out of all the cleansing oil and balm. I saw white filaments coming out after massaging this for 5 minutes on my skin, which I have not experienced with the rest of the cleansing oil or balm. When it comes to removing sunscreen, I also find that the Skin 1004 was more effective than the Anua oil cleanser. As you can see on my UV camera, there's still a bit of trace on my forehead on the Anua side, and the Skin 1004 side doesn't have any of that. So both of these cleansers are hydrating and helps in redness, but Anua also has vitamin E, turmeric, and heartleaf extract, so it has this added anti-aging and brightening benefits. However, Anua does contain fragrance, so if you are sensitive to fragrance, then you're better off with Skin 1004. But both of them did not irritate my skin when I was using them. There was no redness, there was no irritation, and also both of them did not clog my pores. One important thing that I learned when using a cleansing oil is that you really need to emulsify the cleansing oil before rinsing it so that there's no residual oil. Also, you always have to follow cleansing oils with a foam cleanser to remove any debris that is left off or any other water-based debris on your face. The next 2 cleansers are heavier oil and balm, but these 2, the Manyo Pure Cleansing Oil and the Clean It Zero Cleansing Balm, I find them really great in melting away even the most stubborn eye and face makeup. Manyo has a much more heavier consistency, which you can really feel on the skin. And it even gave me a warm sensation when I was putting it on, since this has the most plant oil ingredients, having 14 of it compared to Skin 1004 and Anua with just 6. I can recommend this to people with drier skin type. With my oily combination skin, I only really use this on nights when I wear heavy makeup. This removed my waterproof mascara so well, but it took a bit of time for it to remove my long wearing lipstick. Also, be aware that this Manyo cleansing oil has a lot of essential oils in it. So if you are sensitive to essential oils but you need something to really remove your heavy makeup, then you're better off with the Clean It Zero Cleansing Balm. I actually prefer using this instead of the Manyo because although this is a balm, it feels lighter than the Manyo cleansing oil. It also removed my long wearing lipstick way faster than all the cleansing oils I've tried in this video. And with waterproof mascara, you may need to use a towel to really wipe away the product, but it's still great in loosening the product off my skin and off my lashes. This is also great for traveling because you don't have to worry about it spilling since it's in a balm, and it's also more compact. Unfortunately, this also has fragrance, so if you're sensitive to fragrance, then you might want to try the manyo instead. This one doesn't have any synthetic fragrance in it, but it is slightly scented because of the lavender and orange oil in it. When comparing all these oil cleansers and balm, I find that the Clean It Zero removed my makeup the fastest, followed by the Manyo Cleansing Oil, Skin 1004, and lastly, the Anua. So the heavier ones are really great in removing heavy makeup, even the waterproof ones. And the lightest ones are perfect for every night oil cleansing and for removing sunscreen and light makeup. And speaking of sunscreen, when it comes to sunscreen, the one that removes my sunscreen the fastest and the one that left my skin with almost no trace of sunscreen were the Badilla Co. Zero Cleansing Balm and the Manyo Pure Cleansing Oil. But because the manyo has a more thicker consistency, even when emulsified, I find it to be sticky on the face. So it's really harder to remove it off my face. So I find that my winner would be the Clean It Zero because it's easier to remove and rinse. Now let's move on to foam cleansers. Starting off with the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Ampoule Foam. This is actually my first ever Korean cleanser, and I was quite skeptical at first when I was using this because this is also the first time that I switched from a cleanser that gave my skin like a very squeaky clean finish to a cleanser that's very gentle and that's left my skin soft after using it. But let me tell you, this is now a staple in my skincare routine. I always have to have this because what this cleanser taught me with Korean skincare in general, actually, that it's better to have a healthy skin barrier than to have skincare products that makes your face really squeaky clean but also leaves your skin acid mantle destroyed. Because this has an ideal pH level of 5, this made my skin barrier healthier, and I noticed it right away after a week of using this. My skin looks calmer. I also love how it foams so well. The consistency is great. It has a pearlescent color that looks very luxurious. It also smells great. It lathers so well, but it can also be rinsed so easily too. This is also my preferred cleanser during retinol night or exfoliation night or anytime I'm using any actives in my skincare routine. Because this one has gentle ingredients and it doesn't have any actives in it, I find that this doesn't clash with the other skincare products that I put on top. And I know that this foam cleanser will not disrupt the effectiveness of any of the skincare products or actives that I put on next. I also like that it's alcohol free, it's fragrance free, and it's also essential oil free. I would highly recommend this foam cleanser for every skin type, even for sensitive skin. By now it's pretty obvious I love this cleanser. I always have it at home, and this is also my cleanser of choice whenever I'm traveling. I just put it in a small, like, you know, those round containers that you can, it's like a contact lens container, but it's clear. So I squeeze it in there, and because a little goes a long way with this foam cleanser, that small container can last me for a week. So if you're looking for a very versatile cleanser, this is it. So the next cleanser is a very popular foam cleanser in social media. This is the Anua Heartleaf Quercetinol Pore Deep Cleansing Foam. It is quite unique because it has this Hutunia cortada or Heartleaf powder, and that's why you see this grainy looking brown spots on it. And I think because of this unique component, it's also getting the most hype on social media. Although this one has this grainy looking specks, you won't actually feel it on your skin. It actually feels like a normal foamy cleanser. And when I used this, I noticed that my skin throughout the day was not as oily, so it's great in controlling your oil. I also find that when I was using this, I don't have a lot of breakouts, which makes sense because this one has salicylic acid in it. I was careful when I was using this though. I wasn't using it every day. I was using it 2 to 3 times per week max. Although I know that when it comes to cleansers that has salicylic in it, you can use it every day, unlike the serums that you can only use 2 to 3 times a day. I find that this can be a little drying when used every day. It's even evident when I use my facial moisture tester. This is the only cleanser that actually made it turn red, which indicated dryness. I think if you have super oily skin, then you can use this every day. As for me, with an oily combination skin, I would prefer just using this 2 to 3 times per week max. I would also recommend this to people who have acne prone skin. But again, make sure that you start slow and listen to your skin and see how your skin reacts to it. So the next foam cleanser is this Jung Etude pH 6.5 Whip Cleanser. This is also getting more and more popular on social media, and I have yet to find someone who doesn't like this cleanser. And this is actually what I usually recommend to people starting out with skincare, or to people that doesn't really wear heavy makeup daily. I like that it's a very gentle, hydrating cleanser. So when you dispense this, it already comes out in a foam form, so you don't need to lather. This one has my favorite skincare ingredients, the Madagascar and green tea leaf extract. So these two ingredients are great antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory as well. I would recommend this to all skin types, but most especially for people with sensitive skin. But if you're not a fan of Madagascar or green tea leaf, or you find that you have allergic reactions to those skincare ingredients, then you're better off with the Skin 1004 foam cleanser. But since this is a very light, gentle cleanser, it can't remove like your waterproof mascara or your long wearing lip tints. So just make sure that you use an oil cleanser first. So I tested all of these foam cleansers and looked at it under the microscope to see which one cleans my skin the most. And all of them actually did really well. But also all of them are not great in removing waterproof and long wearing makeup. So make sure that you always oil cleanse first. And when it comes to hydration, I actually made this chart based on my digital water oil moisture tester result. And I found that the Clean It Zero Cleansing Pore Balm under cleansing oil, or in this case, cleansing balm, and the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Ampoule foam under the facial foam cleanser category, the most hydrating. So I would definitely recommend this too for dehydrated skin. When it comes to oil retention, I found that the Manyo Pure Cleansing Oil and the Jung Foam Cleanser has the most oil retention. So I would recommend this too for people with dry skin. Since facial cleansing is the very first step in your skincare routine, it's very important that you cleanse properly so anything you put on top can work more effectively. I actually made a video on how to properly cleanse, so I'll put it here and I'll also leave the link down below. To be honest, all of these viral Korean oil cleansers and foam cleansers are really good. It really just boils down to your preference and your skin type. But I wanted to know which one is your favorite, and if you can also include what skin type you have so we can help the community out. I wanted this platform to be like a Reddit but in a YouTube form. So feel free to share all of your experiences so we can help each other out. And if you find this video informative and helpful, please don't forget to like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll always be updated once a new video is out. Thank you so much also again for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Salamat!